All right, everyone, so here we are out at Kim's Fabrications. Now, Con was the one who's organised the previous interviews we've had today where we looked at Bruce's Hot Rod. Now, a lot of the work with Bruce's Hot Rod was done out here, I believe.
Yep.
So, Con, you're a partner in this business, mate. Tell us a little bit about what you do out here.
We're a metal fabrication shop. We do a lot of sheet metal, stainless steel, commercial kitchens, a couple of cars here and there.
Yep.
We've got a couple in the build at the moment. You know, as you saw, we did some work on Bruce's car, some work on Carrington's Charger, and a couple other bits and pieces here and there, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
no worries.
Yeah, bit of everything.
So that's your main business, is you do the stainless sort of stuff.
That's it, yeah.
And then this is just an added bonus, I
Yeah,
believe.
this is a bit of a bonus, bit of a hobby, kind of a bit of fun for us. Gets us away from the day-to-day kind of kitchen work.
Yeah, nice. yeah, nice. So tell us about what is going on here. I mean, this looks pretty impressive. We've got chassis rails, we've got custom swing arms and everything.
Yeah, so this is a 1964 Holden EH. Friend of ours, he brought it in and sort of said, look, this is what I'm after. He wanted to go with the LS Turbo 400, tubbed, a bit of a tough kind of Resto rod street car type thing. So he and his son, I guess it's kind of for the two of them to enjoy.
Okay.
And there's been some conflicts around which way if certain things are going to go. You know,
yeah,
you blow out the bonnet, get it out the bonnet, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But no. So it's been a bit of a project that's been in the works for us here in between other jobs. But on this one, we've got a deadline. So this year we'll be kind of ramping up and doing a bit more on it, you know, early this year so that it can move to the next stage, which will be probably panel and paint.
So what is the deadline? What are you trying to get this ready for?
So Jeff has his daughter's form, which is later in the year.
Yep.
So this car has to be done by then.
Okay.
Engineered, registered, fully going. So that's our deadline.
Yep.
So it's going to be a busy couple of months for us, yeah.
So you've got a couple of fabricators working for you
we've got
to take care of all this sort of thing?
Couple of fabricators. One of our fabricators here, Dylan, is pretty handy on the bead roller.
Yep.
He did a beautiful job of Bruce's car, and no doubt will do a beautiful job of this one too.
I did notice the floor pans, the bead rolling, and that was exceptional.
It's amazing. It's amazing, yeah. He's done some work on another hot rod. Kim's actually building a hot rod as well at the moment.
Okay.
And he's done the floor pan in that too. That one was kind of like a little bit more quickly to get it sort of out the door, but still very nice. Yeah, he's quite good at what he does.
Yeah. No, sweet as. Well, you guys obviously work closely with the engineers and Rego here to get this sort of stuff all
that's right.
sorted and
we've been in constant communication with the engineer, and the engineer's actually been in communication with our registration authority here to make sure that nothing that we do, like we need them to be happy. We'd hate to get to a point where we've built a car and then Rego goes, no, sorry, it can't be registered. It's
a lot of wasted money, isn't it, if you go that way, yeah.
We've been in constant communication with the engineer, and he's been liaising with the Rego around what we can and can't do, yeah.
So we've got custom chassis rails and all that sort of stuff here. So how extensive did the chassis work get on this thing?
We pulled the whole floor out. We've cut the whole floor out of this car, and we've got full rails from bumper to bumper. It's got a full rail kit through it now. Aside from the where it goes over the diff there, it was all sort of, it's RHS that we've cut and made work to suit the car, to make sure that it fits in the car and that everything else will fit in with it, like including the original body panels and stuff like that too, yeah.
And so what's the front end you've got underneath here?
So this is a RodTech front end. Jeff opted for the good one that has all the stainless steel, polished stainless steel stuff that comes with it.
Yep.
It's got territory brakes on it, so 320mm rotors with dual piston calipers. On the rear, we're going to end up with Falcon rear brakes with a Falcon diff. Very similar to Bruce's setup on his hot rod. They can handle the power. They're tough.
Is this going to be worked up a little bit?
So this engine here is a 5.7 out of a VY Series 2. It's probably going to end up being standard. We've got to pass all the emissions and stuff like that, so whether or not something happens down the track, we'll see, but for now it's probably going to stay just a standard 5.7 and then running through the Turbo 400, and down the track potentially, if Jeff and his son want to do something different with it, they may, and it will be set up for it, but for now this is how it's going to be, yeah.
So you guys are obviously fabricating a new firewall and everything for this one?
Yeah, so this one's going to have firewall, tunnel, floor, the whole way through, and some custom work here, like, you know, to mate up with the rails so that it gives it the strength and support it needs here at the front as well.
Yeah.
We kind of looked initially at like just putting the rear clip in, but I don't know that the rest of it would have held up as well with I guess what the end goal for this car is going to be.
I certainly do like the idea of the rails going all the way through.
Yeah, it's certainly going to give it some rigidity and strength. I don't think there will ever be a problem there.
Sweet as. Yeah.
No,
So you guys have certainly got your work cut out for you in the next sort of 8 to 9 months, I would say.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I guess the priority for us here at the shop now is to kind of get floor and firewall, etc.
Yep.
Then we'll go off for panel and paint. Then we'll start assembling the rest of the mechanical type stuff and make sure that it drives under its own power and all that kind of thing. And then obviously Jeff will organise for the interior to be done, and then hopefully his daughter will be going to her formal in it.
And you guys have got a good paint shop here that you use?
Yeah, we do. So we use the boys down at Marco Body Repairs. They're awesome. The quality of their work's great. They've done a lot of nice cars here in Canberra. The boys there are awesome. Steve and Tony are great to deal with. They've got some good guys. Like we got James and Mick, James Panel Beater, Mick the Painter, a couple other guys down there that we kind of deal with and speak to as well, and they help us out. So really keen to get this one to them so they can see it done and they can do their thing. Yeah.
This looks really, really impressive, and I can't wait to see it all done.
Yeah, cool.
All right, mate. So this is another project you guys are working on.
Yeah, this is another project. So this one's actually belongs to my business partner. Shop truck. We've dubbed it.
Yep.
It's a bitzer. It's sort of progressed a long way in a short period of time. It's all very agricultural. Thankfully, the body's not staying that colour. I really don't like it. But essentially, we've got a 1927 Dodge chassis, and then 30s Dodge body, glass body, running an injected 5-litre Windsor, which fit in quite well. Just standard standard extractors out of the Fairlane and everything, and it all kind of fit in and worked. So it's in progress. This one's going to Rocky Nuts at the beginning of April, so very, very tight timeline, and we've got still a fair bit of stuff to do, but I'm confident we'll get there. Everything aside from the glass body, the grille, all the metalwork's been done in-house. So Dylan here has done a bunch of work on the door cards. And the tray there,
all that the diamond work in the tray looks very time consuming.
The bomber seats, there's a lot of custom stuff that went into it, and a lot of it was like kind of playing around, tinkering, oh yeah, that would look cool. Things don't match. Whatever, but it will work. It's not meant to be perfect. It's not going to be a top 60 or anything like that. It's just going to be sort of a car that will the workshop shitter, so to speak. Cruise around and get stuff done. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a bit of old school hot rodding going into this one. You're just using what's available, making it work, all that kind of stuff.
It truly is that kind of a traditional hot rod style, we've got this on the shelf, we'll use that. We can get one of those down the road, let's grab that and throw that in. It's one of those type of things. So it'll be should be pretty cool, bit of fun. It won't weigh very much, so the standard 5-litre should be okay.
Something we can put a couple of slabs of beer in the back.
Well, I reckon you get a pallet in there if you tried.
Quite possibly. Yeah, for sure. So that's sort of this one in a nutshell. Just a bit of fun. Yeah.
And Dylan, you've obviously spent plenty of hours on this car, fabricating, bending, rolling,
learning, making things for it. Everything's sort of been, learning on the go as we've done it. See if it works, see if it's going to look good, but most of it's come up pretty good so far.
So going from kitchens to, is that where you sort of cut your teeth with your fabricating
Pretty
and that
much.
sort of thing?
Originally I started as a tin basher making ductwork, and then that sort of eventuated into the stainless work, doing kitchens, but my passion's definitely the cars, and learning and playing with stuff like this definitely is what keeps me interested.
Yeah, well, it really shows, because the level of detail in that tray is exceptional, mate. You've done a great job.
I get in trouble a little bit for being a bit anal with me work and going a bit too far with it sometimes, but when it's something like this, it's, it goes...
It works.
It works.
It pays off.
And as you can see, the quality of some of it's come out. It's
And the great thing about this one, I suppose, it's not going to leave you guys. Once you're finished, it's going to be your workshop truck.
Yeah, that's
and
the plan.
You guys are going to get to enjoy this one, not just hand it off to a customer and away you go.
It'd be cool for Kim to be able to go do the Rocky Nuts in it, and then when it comes back, we keen to go pick up some beers, as we said.
Yeah, no, awesome, mate.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
No worries. Well, I can't wait to see this one finished as well. So it's awesome to see what you guys are up to here, man. It's like it's really encouraging that the young fellas are getting into this and getting into the fabrication and you know, building some really cool stuff. So
we're getting there. We're getting some cool things out there. Yeah.
No, wicked, mate. Awesome. All right, well, look, guys, thanks heaps for inviting us in today. Really appreciate it.
No worries.
We love what you guys are doing here. And thanks so much for showing your shop.
No worries. Thanks.
Too
Cheers.
easy. Thanks very much. And remember, Kim's Fabrication, guys, if you're in Canberra and you want stuff like this done, it sounds like these are the guys to talk to, 100%. Nice.
Never mind.
That's going to be where your air intake is.
That's where the
You'll
air
run
intake
your
is.
yeah, sweet.